Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of the countryside, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was known for her kind heart and gentle nature, always willing to help others in need. She loved the little village she called home, and it seemed that the feeling was mutual, for the village loved her right back. But despite the warmth and happiness that surrounded her, there was a sadness that lingered within Lily. It was as if her heart was crying, though no one could see the tears that fell silently within. She would often sit by the old willow tree at the edge of the village, lost in her thoughts as her heart ached with a pain that no one else could understand. One day, as she sat beneath the willow tree, a wise old man approached her. He had been the village elder for as long as anyone could remember, and was known for his deep understanding of the human heart. He sat down beside Lily and looked at her with kind eyes. "My dear, I can see that there is something troubling you," he said gently. "Would you care to share your burden with me?" Lily looked up, her eyes filled with unshed tears. "I don't know if I can," she said quietly. "It's a pain that I cannot put into words, and I fear that no one will truly understand." The elder nodded, a sad smile on his lips. "I understand, my dear, but sometimes sharing our pain can make it feel a little lighter. And you may find that there are those who can help you carry it." Lily took a deep breath and began to tell the elder about the pain in her heart. She spoke of the loss of her parents at a young age, of the loneliness that had followed, and of the deep longing for a sense of belonging. The elder listened intently, his heart breaking for the young girl who had suffered so much. When Lily had finished speaking, the elder reached out and took her hand in his. "My dear, your pain is valid and understandable," he said softly, "but it does not define you. You are a kind and caring soul, and there are people in this village who love you deeply. Do not be afraid to lean on them in your time of need." Lily nodded, feeling a glimmer of hope in her heart for the first time in a long while. She thanked the elder for his wisdom and left the willow tree with a newfound sense of purpose. In the days that followed, Lily began to open up to those around her, sharing her pain with the people she trusted. To her surprise, she found that they were more than willing to listen and support her through her struggles. The burden that had weighed so heavily on her heart began to feel a little lighter with each passing day. As time went on, Lily became more involved in the community, volunteering at the local soup kitchen and helping with various projects around the village. She found solace in the act of giving back and was touched by the outpouring of love and support she received from those around her. One day, as she sat beneath the willow tree, she realized that the tears in her heart had dried up. The pain was still there, but it no longer consumed her as it once had. She had found a sense of belonging and purpose that filled the void within her, and her heart felt lighter than it had in years. The village elder approached her once more, a proud smile on his weathered face. "My dear Lily, I can see that the burden on your heart has lightened," he said softly. "You have found your place in our little community, and we are all the better for it." Lily smiled and thanked the elder for his wisdom and guidance. She knew that her journey was far from over, but she also knew that she was no longer alone. With the love and support of those around her, she could face whatever challenges lay ahead. And as she sat beneath the willow tree, surrounded by the beauty of the countryside and the warmth of the village, she knew that her heart would never cry again.